Hi, and welcome to this special edition, this meditation that I have created for you. If you are a person who really wants to succeed in your life, you really want to experience success, and maybe you've even got a brilliant service, gift, business that you have, and yet you are blocked from actually, going forward and imparting this to the world. This is something that is really, really common, and you cannot even begin to imagine how much your subconscious totally loves you and is your infinite intelligence and is just always wanting to protect you. So, in this meditation, it's going to really assist you to unleash your power. So, what will happen when you unleash your power? What will happen when you release the blocks? Now, I'm not suggesting that all of that's going to happen in this meditation, because this is really designed to help you to have an awareness, a knowledge, and a power and an understanding about your own billion-dollar God-given gift and what it will mean to you when you are set free. So before I actually go forward into this meditation, I would like you to know that we're going to make this fairly short, sharp, and succinct. And I'd like to prepare you for this first, because preparation, a prepared mind, is a mind that gains so much opportunity. So what I'd like you to do is, firstly, make sure that you are in a quiet location where you do not require to concentrate, especially not drive a vehicle, because this is where you're going to just allow your subconscious to take over. Okay, so that's the first thing. So make sure you are safe and in a quiet location. If not, please simply come back to this later. You don't have to watch it now. I would rather you be in a well-equipped situation. Now, the next part is the power of intention, because the power of intention is absolutely everything. In fact, one of the things that I'm constantly teaching, coaching, and training coaches and other leaders is that when you have a very powerful intention about what you want to achieve, that is where you are in a much greater position to attract that into your life. So, what is your mission? Do you know what your mission is? Do you know what it is that you would really love to achieve right now, today, if you could just completely unleash and release all of the ties and the blocks and everything that is holding you back? Now, for example, I guess examples are always a really good thing. Do you need liberation from worrying about what other people think? This is a huge one. I know that this one was a big one for me. What is people going to think if I do that? The fear of being judged, the fear of failing, all of these things are classical. The fear of failure, do you think it's going to be so disastrous if you fail at what you do? In actual fact, it is a proven, known, documented fact that people really have to fail forwards to succeed. So if you're going to be, for an example, a person who has a specific service and you want to become an authority, you want to become someone who is, really good and known for what you do, the number one thing you need to get really clear about is the power of your intention. And honestly, this is so incredible, and it changed my trajectory when I thought like this. When you hold back, right? When you hold back because you're too shy to perhaps offer your service, or you feel like the amount that you're charging is too much for the other person, or you are worried about what the world is going to think of you, and especially if you worry about failing or succeeding, what you are doing is depriving the people out there that you are going to be impacting. Okay, if you think of yourself as a soul that has been put onto this earth, let's just wipe the slate clean and prepare you really powerfully before I begin this meditation. So you are just a breathing life force and a soul that is without any past, any judgment. You have absolutely no meaning toward life or attachments whatsoever. The only thing you have is your gifts, your ability to know exactly, who you are and what you do, but you have got no fear whatsoever. You are completely limitless, and you can see your life on this earth as you are absolutely imparting your God-given gift. Now, obviously, because I have a massive calling on my life and I help so many people to transform their lives and to rapidly release trauma and stress, that high calling is very powerful indeed. And not everybody has got a calling quite so high. It doesn't matter. It doesn't make a person any better or less, because you'll have a calling in another way. But if you do have a service and it is getting anywhere near where, the level where I am at, where this service is a divine service, it comes from your soul, you feel like you've been appointed, by actually imagining that you are a soul, a living soul with a commitment to give and impart to the world, what would you notice that you would be doing? Like, what would be the most outstanding thing? Now, I wonder if you can be really bold, brave, and courageous and make this your number one powerful intention today. Write it down in the comments. What would you be doing if you were completely unleashed? If I came along and I was able to unhinge you, if I was able to remove the soul ties, if I was able to set you free. Now, I am constantly transforming people's lives. I'm giving people a system. And, I think it's really important to become aware even of yourself. I've had to become aware even of my own blocks. And the more that I do that, the more powerful it is when I'm mentoring other people. And that is that if you're not aware of it, you may get caught into the trap of just thinking that life is happening to you. You might just get caught into this spiral loop of, hiding and, really just, your subconscious mind is so powerful. Think of the universe, you guys. And the universe is so powerful. It is frequency, right? Well, your subconscious is interlinked with that. Your higher, powerful, higher self-consciousness, which is your God consciousness, is very much in direct, connection. So they are very much interwoven. So whilst your subconscious is creating things for you in your life that you'll attract, sometimes not so good. In fact, we all have crisis situations. We all go through obstacles. And if you agree with this, let me know. Drop it down into the comments. It can be affecting your health. It can be affecting your loved ones. It can be affecting your money. It can be affecting things that are legitimate, that seem like legitimate crisis things. This is where the universe and your subconscious mind are correlating to help protect you. So give you an example. I've got a young lady. I call her the Oprah Winfrey of this generation. And, she gave me permission to, without saying her name, to enlighten you about this story, but she has had a very legitimate issue happen in her life, a crisis right on the brink of her birthing. Now, I've given her this mastery system. She has this beautiful program. She is talented. She is gifted. It is crafted. She is ready to go. And then, bam, the universe throws her a massive curveball. And, you know, this is like a trick. It's like a tomb, like this great big tombstone right there. And it's like, well, take this. And all of a sudden, oh, I don't have to do that anymore. I'm not launching. I'm not going to commit to doing what I've got right here in my hot little hand, because this has happened. Very legitimate. Now, when you've got a coach like myself, I dig deep. I go down under and I look beneath what is going on at the layer of events and even tragic circumstances and things like this. And what we discovered is she had a very strong fear of succeeding, because she knows she's going to. She already is succeeding. She already has transformed. She already has moved her money blueprint. She's already had massive change in the short time she's been working with me. And now that she's ready to go and impart it to the world, she has this massive obstacle that stops her. Now, this can happen where people become overwhelmed. They'll procrastinate. They'll go, I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I need to be more qualified. I'm not good as that person. You understand the drill. Underneath, and let me know if you can resonate with this, you guys. Let me know, because I will come back to the comments and acknowledge you. So underneath, she had a fear of overtaking a loved one. And because it was so strong and so empathic, like she was really feeling like at a subconscious level, she was in fear that she would leave that person behind. Okay, this is where I had to address the situation. This is where I'll keep you informed. This is where these are the things that can slow us down, hold us back. So now I would like to allow you to go into the relaxation part of this journey, where I'm going to do something quick, easy, and allow you to go in to that space of your mind and your body and become absolutely nothing. Become absolutely so nothing that you become everything. And as you hear the music, as you begin to listen to this music that is free music, A Blessing by Chris Collins, I would like you now to take a deep breath and set your powerful intention. The powerful intention to release yourself from those elements that are holding you back, those obstacles that you know that are blocking you. And as you set your intention, I want you to imagine that you can allow yourself to rise up into a beautiful, deep, spacious place of complete nothingness and become one with the universe. I want you to call in all of your aligned guides, angels, all the past kings, queens, and noble beings that once existed, that are now in the realms of guiding, goddesses, kings. And I want you to know that these are the guides and angels under God's rule, connected with some of your most potent, powerful role models. And I ask that you receive the downloads. And as you float up, I want you to imagine that you are releasing your physical your physical past stress, all the things that are happening in the world, and all the events and all the thoughts, and rise up. And I want you to imagine that you are releasing all ties, ties from those things that had held you captive. So as you rise up higher and higher and higher, imagine those ties being disconnected. One by one, cords are being cut. I want you now to become as one and imagine that you are circled by the most powerful angels, guides, under God's rule. You are surrounded and connected into light. You look down and you see yourself and your physical being positioned. And you know that in this moment you can cascade light down. So that light will drop down onto your physical being, filling you up with light and love, clearing all cells, clearing and purifying and renewing, and bringing you into a deep sense of relaxation. And meanwhile, on this magical journey, you are guided by these angels and guides under God's rule that are taking you to a space, a place where you can visually see yourself holding the master key, activating your God-given gift. It's as if you've come into your spiritual aligned work, and these guides all around you are taking you into a beautiful environment. And in this environment, it's in the future, in the not so distant future. And this is where doors have closed and new ones have opened. And then you begin to spiritually drop down into the future, becoming aware of the date that is much sooner than you even think, of where you realize and you feel so blissfully, joyfully, and peacefully accomplished. You have recoded all the blueprints of your wealth. In this space, you have done and achieved so much. You've let go of ties, burdens. You are free. You see this beautiful, beautiful, lush green lawn that leads to a temple. And it's like you are being held by the surrounding angels. And those appointed that are the same appointed angels that give the wisdom to the greatest people on the planet that you admire. And now you begin to drop down. And as you drop down, I want you to just experience what it feels like to be deeply grounded. I'm going to drop you down from 5, dropping down slowly, experiencing you relaxing in a deeply grounded place and space where you are allowing yourself to be nourished. 4, where you can reflect on your success and understand your God-given gift and where your vision and mission has come to life. 3, deeply dropping down, deeper and deeper. 2, and 1. And I want you to have this opportunity right now to just feel the soles of your feet in this lush green grass. I want you to see the temple, and I want you to have a knowledge as if it is a vivid dream, although the dream is your reality of all of the greatness. And you've already been inside the temple and you've been healed. You already have been given the master key. You already know your mission clearly. You have already done all the work. And it's not even very far into the future now, isn't it? And isn't it interesting how you let go of those ties? Isn't it interesting that being part of the future, there is a part of your subconscious that knows exactly what opportunities, what decisions, and what pathways that you took that actually arrived you here. And yet I'm going to leave that for the gift of your angels and guides to be able to impress that over time between now and this space of the future where you are so empowered. You have this new sense of worthiness about who you are. You have this deep, compelling inner conviction about who you serve and what you are delivering. You have this knowledge that now, in this success, in this expression of who you are, being a magnet to all the right people, you simply created the crystal clear, laser focused ability to find yourself. And as you stand deeply grounded, knowing in this space of time that that temple with all the jewels and the sapphires and the riches, the diamonds that you see coating the door, your name across the top, a beautiful, majestic double door entering into that sacred space that has healed you, that has given you the codes of success, that has given you the ability to cut the cords with all the people that were influencing your decisions and holding you back. And how nice it is to be free now, isn't it? How wonderful that you were able to do so much, and you now have the master key and you understand. Even as you turn around and it's like you're facing your present self, your physical self, where you are now feeling so deeply, deeply grounded and relaxed now, isn't it? And between where you are and where you are positioned in the presence, it's as if you have this code pathway in this telepathic communication that you know the decisions you made, the things you did, the ties you cut. And you'll find that doors of opportunity will naturally open for you as you feel this sense of spiritual alignment here. And now I'm going to ask you, is it safe for you to succeed now that you've cut the cords, now that you'd made the decision from the present through to this space, to do all the right things, to go on the right path, to connect with the right people? Is it safe? Is it good? Is it ecological for those around you? And if so, I want you to feel this deep energy moving up through the soles of your feet, giving permission to the guides and the angels to now impart the wisdom and the downloads of what it is that you you did to come into this space, and all the things that happened that helped you release and let go of all that old, murky, past ties, wasn't it? And so now, as you have this deeply grounded feeling, let's connect back into the present. And I'm going to get you to merge it. So between now and bringing it back through into your present self, you'll bring back this deeply grounded feeling, this sense of unity, this sense of alignment, and this feeling of full awakeness, happiness, energy, as if your eyes have suddenly opened and you can see things in a different light. And I want to thank you as I bring you back to this space, and I count you back on the count of 3 to full vitality, where you will make the right decisions. 1, you will be fully alert, aligned, and awake. 2, and 3, the opportunity. And I want to thank you for joining me on this magnificent journey. And I want to also just allow you to know that the Master Key program begins on August, and this is going to give you the master key to your God-given gift, to the soul ties that you cut, to the rewiring that you create, to your complete power, to your complete journey. So I'm going to put an event in here. I do just apologize in advance that not everybody will be accepted into the program. There will be an assessment, and if you are fully committed, then I'm going to invite you to come in and bring your success to life and acknowledge the master key, have the system in your hands, have the strategy, and have the pathway to knowing your preeminence. So my name's Terry Messenger, and thank you for joining me for this powerful meditation, and I look forward to seeing you next time.